Mr. Felix Moka, this message is to you. I saw your reverberations on Arise Television, and I saw the second video too. In the first video, it was very clear, unambiguous, unequivocal, when you said that Peter Obi has crossed the line, and whatever came to Peter Obi, he should take it. It was very clear. I am holding back from crossing you because people like you are the reason why I want to believe that hell exists. Because people like you and your employers and your cabals need to have a place hotter than hell. I don't even want God to dip you immediately. They should first dip your prick inside, make it first roast. Then can't dip your yash, make it roast so that you know if it a mess. Then dip your legs small, you go to enter. Until you enter all finished. So at least they'll leave your head, make you feel cry small, then they dip the rest of your body. Because what I see this APC government, the only thing...
Many Nigerians have been, lambasting Dr. Ruben Abati of Arise TV for using denigrating words, on Peter Obi. In fact, literally castigating Peter Obi on the studio, when they invited the spokesperson of APC in the person of Moka to clarify what it meant by the word Obi has crossed the line, and he should take whatever that is coming back to him. Okay, now Nigerians have reacted. One of the persons that have given it, the guy she carried side go meet what's his name, Abati, is Aisha Yesufu. I'm going to allow you hear what Aisha Yesufu have to analyze, have to say about that caricature he did against the obedient and Peter Obi. But before then, even on Twitter, I love Nigerians have been reacting. Let me show you something that one of the guys tweeted in the person of Maurice Moye on Twitter. He said, X and formerly Twitter. He wrote, Mr. Abati should take it easy. See how body is sweating him in denigrating obedience. He should take it easy. Anyway, remember when they were calling, asking to come, the APC spokesperson, they were quick to remove Rofa Oseni. I don't know if you observe it. They were quick. If you observe it, please just put that in the comment section. They were quick to remove it because Rofa Oseni was already reacting. You understand? Against for him threatening Obi that Obi has crossed the line. Whatever that is coming back to him, you should expect it. You understand? Anyway, let me allow you hear what Aisha Yesufu have to say. But please do two things. Maybe like this video so that Facebook and YouTube can recommend it for more people to see. And please make sure you share it in all your platform until this video gets to Ruben Abati. This is just too much. I feel on my own, he's trying to please Tinubu, please the APC, so that next time they want to do a presidential chat or what, I will be invited or we always get favor from them. You understand? Please like and share this video.
Does Ruben Abati, does he have something against Peter Obi and obedience? Because I don't understand. When it seems as if when Ruben Abati is speaking about either Peter Obi or obedience, there's this venom that comes out of him. Even when there's really nothing, he's either making snide remarks, he's putting one thing or the other, he's trying to bring, Peter Obi down or the obedience. That there's always something about him that is really always off. And then you see him, he's like at his elements when he's using some very derogatory terms to either describe Peter Obi or mostly describing obedience and stuff like that. And then he has these snide remarks about him and stuff and a whole lot of things. I don't get it. Is there any one of you that actually does get something? Please just watch this video.
You said Mr. Peter Obi is sponsoring a mob of reckless people who are defaming people, attacking people, bullying people, threatening people on social media and everywhere. A headless mob of bullies. Are you referring to the obedience? And I would like you to comment further on that characterization of this mob that you say Peter Obi is sponsoring, and how that mob poses a threat to the administration and to society.
Yes, I have been threatened by those who, even in the messages, profess loyalty to Peter Obi, who has said to me directly that, this, what you've said, we believe constitutes a threat to Peter Obi's life. Even when I put out information initially before my statement yesterday on the APC handle, providing the verbatim translation or transcription of what I said, I put that out and with a clip, relevant clip, so that you can listen and read. That has not persuaded them to get, an enlightened perspective of that conversation. Now, yes, these are people who profess loyalty to Peter Obi. Now, if I have followers who go around threatening, Felix Morka or anyone else for that matter, I would, call them to order and say, look, hey, this is not necessary. I will, speak even when I feel like this individual has said something I don't appreciate. I will still say to them, do not do this. But, so far, Peter Obi was quick to, claim that my words threatened his life and that of his family falsely, according to me. However, up until now, even though I have said publicly that these followers of his are threatening my life and that of my family, I have not seen anything by way of a reprimand or a call for, for stay.
It will not be too much for you to expect that Peter Obi can talk to a movement over which he has no control. They seem to have a mind of their own.
Just help me understand it. Where is that coming from? That whole, you could see him as if he's in his elements, describing, this vicious, whatever he thinks he's describing. You could see him feeling himself and the words. It's almost as if the what do they call this thing? The veins on his neck stand up anytime that he's talking about, obedience and stuff like that. And it's no longer even just subtle, it's just constantly happening. You see him doing the same thing all over again. And then when there was a particular video I was watching, he was so uncomfortable when someone was taking on, Felix Morka, and a lady was there taking him on. Just take a look at this video.
And that's my point.
Right. So you said that you're challenging facts or the misrepresentation of facts.
Correct.
Is in essence, that's your duty. However, what we saw was an attack on a person, not an attack on facts. And this is the issue. So for you to exonerate yourself and say, I didn't start this, when Peter Obi's New Year's address very clearly addressed the issues, but yes, you say you were responding to a question. However, you're trained in this field and you could have turned your response into an address of the facts. My question to you is, why are we seeing this culture of toxic rhetoric from the spokespeople of this administration, not just from yourself, there's several of you who speak on behalf of this administration. Last time it was Olusegun Obasanjo who was told that, he's not even a worthy statesman to make this kind of statement on another issue. Another opportunity, it's Atiku Abubakar. Who is he to say all of this? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Why is there a culture of attacking the messenger as opposed to just dealing with the data?
No, I think you're getting this slightly wrong, if I must say. Now, if you read my statement,
in short, I'm just speechless, and I just loved what the lady did. Just putting the facts on, but you could clearly see that, Ruben Abati's body language, he was so uncomfortable. Or is it that he feels that, he doesn't want a situation whereby, what's the word I'm looking for now? They will not invite him. You know, he said that you people are privileged. That the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, decided to have a media chat. You know, he was there, so he felt privileged. Maybe he feeling that, so that next time they will invite him again. A place at the table is always what some people are always gearing for, you know, irrespective. And so, because I don't get it, you could see how uncomfortable he was, you know, during that, when the lady, the other journalist was, you know, questioning this guy over what he has done, which is like, you were not focused on the fact. Is there anything that Peter Obi has said in his New Year message that was not focused on what is happening, on facts and figures, and even brought solution? He pointed at things. This time they couldn't say that, oh, he's only talking and not bringing out solution. And which is one of the things I've always said to people, like when people come and like, oh, proffer solution, I say, please go and meet the people you elected or the people that rigged their way into office on your behalf. Go and ask them for solutions. Nobody owes anybody solution, because most time, especially we find our journalists doing that, they will not hold the person who is destroying the country accountable for solution. Then you are pointing out the destruction, if it's you, they'll not be telling you that, you are just talking, you are not proffering solution. It's not my business to proffer solution for anybody. The person who still on our mandate, where they destroy on our life, me wanna ask them, me proffer solution. But anyway, he didn't have to obey. If you really look at that video, you could see how uncomfortable Ruben Abati, you know, seemed to be. There is something that someone else had said, which I didn't notice before. I didn't notice it before. But I just, when I read this message, I just said, and that's following. Okay, I think what will happen, probably what will happen is that I will allow you watch the video, this particular video where Felix Smoker was trying to defend that when he was talking about he did not threaten Peter Obi, that he already has 400 threats to his name. People have threatened him, physically documented, writing, all of that. Just watch that this particular video before I will give you this particular how do I put it now? What's the word that I'm looking for? Observation that someone had done. Thank you.
I, Felix Smoker, did not threaten Peter Obi. Nothing I said in that interview begins to even suggest remotely that, you know, Peter Obi, I was asking anything other than saying to the man who was asking me a question, you know, he said, you guys are calling him prophet of doom, or, you know, voodoo economist. And I said, well, you know what, if that is what it's called, he has, you know, he deserves it because he's crossed the line of truth. Now, I don't know by what medium or by what, you know, effort do you then transmogrify that conversation into a threat to Obi's life and the life of his family or those around him.
Okay.
That is libel in the extreme.
I know Mr. Obi likes to quote figures from Bangladesh, from India, from China, but that's not what we're talking about. Let's move to the second leg of it. Has anybody threatened you? Because your own party is saying you have been threatened. And who are those people who have threatened you? How?
Actually, you know,
because you are alleging.
Absolutely.
You should also prove.
As it turns out, Peter Obi's allegation that the words I spoke in that interview threatened his life. Now, immediately, as I speak, I have documented no less than 400 threats, about 200 of which, over 200 of which are death threats. Documented. I'm not talking about people just, these are written texts that I have carefully documented and which, you know, I'm providing to the law enforcement agencies, or people really telling me how they, graphically describing how they intend to take me out, to shoot me, you know, behead me in graphic language. You see, this is not a joke, and it's gone further to some members of my family who have also been, you know, threatened directly. I'm not speaking about just, you know, suggesting in graphic, you know, language. You see, but, you know, I'm not concerned about that because, you know, what has triggered this entire insanity cannot be attributed to me. I did not threaten Peter Obi. And so anybody who is threatening me, you know, that is their decision to do so. But, you know, I hope that our law enforcement system will respond as effectively as possible to also, you know, bring those individuals to justice.
So this is the observation from Obiasogu David. On Twitter, he's known as at AfriSagacity. And he says, 1, there is no 400 threats anywhere. Moka merely concocted those figures out of wild imagination and self-delusion. 2, Ruben Abati was mischievous by saying that Peter Obi quotes figures from Bangladesh and China. He subtly amplified the mocking from and the jeers from APC supporters. 3rd, that Arise TV hurriedly brought Moka back amidst the backlash and removed Rufai Oseni from the crew to interview him after Rufai called him out makes them suspect. Are they now fully pro-Tinubu? You know, even watching the thing, because for one of the things I have, I really need to correct is that I don't watch news. I hardly watch this news. I'll read, like now when I do this, my talk, so I'm forced to like read from newspapers and all of that. Sitting down to listen to news, I actually don't do that. So I don't even understand the setting, and I didn't make that connection. But from what he said, actually, if you look at it, Rufai Oseni was not on that show. But this lady, the lady that took him on, oh yeah, she did a very good job. She was just focused, very professional at saying, let's talk about the issue. Leave all those things aside. So is it that did they remove Rufai because of the Moka coming back, or was it Rufai was indisposed? Well, we'll see about that. Nigeria, and then he continues to say Nigeria is tilting towards an authoritarian state. All state actors, institutions, and now the media bow to one man. We need to recapture Nigeria, push for the electoral reform now. Indeed, we need to capture back Nigeria. A lot of institutions, they literally be gone. Even the media has been taken a long time ago. It's just what you see is that some journalists who have refused to be coward in the face of all that is going on from the authoritarianism that is coming, from the state. They're still staying on. That's why you have some of them, keep talking. But the question I asked, what's this beef? What was it? What does Ruben Abati have against Peter Obi and obedience? I think let me answer.
I, Felix Moka, did not threaten Peter Obi. Nothing I said in that interview begins to even suggest remotely that, Peter Obi, I was asking anything other than saying to the man who was asking me a question, he said, you guys are calling him prophet of doom or, voodoo economist. And I said, well, you know what, if that is what it's called, he has, he deserves it because he's crossed the line of truth. Now, I don't know by what medium or by what, effort do you then transmogrify that conversation into a threat to Obi's life and the life of his family or those around him.
Okay.
That is libel in the extreme.
I know Mr. Obi likes to quote figures from Bangladesh, from India, from China, but that's not what we're talking about. Let's move to the second leg of it. Has anybody threatened you? Because your own party is saying you have been threatened. And who are those people who have